What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Outriders Reddit News and Reviews with the Half Cent team. My name's Gabe, and I'll be taking you through the talking points today. Or really, just the one talking point. Most of the subreddit for Outriders has taken to complaining about the nerfing that happened yesterday with the big patch that got rolled out. Players are in Discord, pun intended, at how much the game has been affected by these nerfs. So without further ado, let's get into it. The one post I'm going to talk about today comes from user SuperChan, and he says in a less nice way, super OP streamers shouldn't be your baseline for nerfs that affect the general populace. As you can see here, that's not how it was put, and that's not what the original post said. However, this person did take time to calm down and rewrite their post. I think they have right to be upset. Granted, I understand what People Can Fly is trying to do with the nerfs. They're trying to make this more enjoyable for everybody. They're trying to make the game even for everybody. They're trying to fix the meta. For those of you who don't know, the meta is a reference to the strongest tier of the game, the strongest people playing the game. Now, if you haven't already seen it, or if you haven't gotten to check it out, people had builds going on in this very early stage of the game, considering the game was released last week, that they had already walked through all of the end content on the hardest possible difficulty with little to no opposition. Now, this definitely warrants nerfing. You had people hitting for over 10 million damage per shot. That's absolutely ridiculous. Granted, in a game that you're playing by yourself, it really shouldn't matter how much damage you're doing in a PvE situation, because it's just enjoyable. Now, if someone wants to run around being the most unkillable tank they want to be, cool, they paid for the game, let them do that. If someone wants to run around being able to one-shot absolutely anything in the game, again, not how the game was intended to be played, but they paid for the game. If they're not hurting anybody, let them be. However, on the argument, for the argument on the side of People Can Fly, I understand that matchmaking is a part of this game. You want people who are going to go into matchmaking with all of these OP builds to get a little bit of a nerf so they can go back to being another part of the community and someone who's not going to ruin the experience for someone else when they join the lobby. However, the way that they went about this was not my favorite. They nerfed class abilities. They nerfed skills. They nerfed things that I don't believe should have been nerfed. Now, this player, SuperChan, suggests as a alternative to nerf the gun mods that you can put on. Again, for those of you who don't know, the mods are what give you the capability of doing an outstanding amount of damage. It's where you get most of your damage multipliers from. Me, as a player, I don't want you to nerf my gun mods. I spent a lot of time farming that stuff. I spent a lot of time getting the build I want ready. Don't take my stuff away. However, I can see how modding guns or, fixing the damage that you can do with the gun mods, I would see how that would be called for, and bringing people back to a generally similar level for the meta, instead of having a select group of players that are much more powerful than everybody else. With that being said, you shouldn't be rolling out big nerfing patches that affect absolutely everyone, and you're only taking away a little bit from the strongest people in the game. Now, I've been playing games like this for a long while. Looter shooters, most of what you do is you farm. You run around, you're trying to get the best gear that you can. Now, nerfing also caused another problem for people that are into the farming aspect. They have lowered the amount of time you're given to complete the challenge levels before you change your ranking from gold to silver or bronze. They made it harder for you to complete the levels on time to get gold. I also don't agree with this. You shouldn't be changing times for everyone just because some people broke the game. I don't think that's fair to everyone. Again, that's just my personal opinion. That's going to be the only thing we're going to discuss for the day. Thank you for stopping out, and I hope to see you next time. Now, to give us a little bit more of an upside, a little bit more of a happy note to end on, I'm going to leave some of my favorite memes as the ending to this video. Thank you for stopping by and checking it out. Hope to see you next time. Have fun.